a little bit on the distracted side tonight. Sorry about that. But I walked 3 miles in 90-degree heat, and I haven't been able to get myself together since. But because of everything that has transpired, the coronavirus, everything that's going on in our lives, all the changes, even for me, sometimes the changes are quite a bit. So, but here I am. Blue Feather is my guide. And of course, he is here with me also. And is there anybody out there that would like to have a reading? I will give you a free reading. All you need to do is call 813-814-1601, and I will give you a reading. Okay? We're going to give Cece a reading tonight. So I'm going to talk a little bit about a few things that hopefully will get your interest. And then after that, when Cece comes aboard, we will give her a reading. So what I would like to talk to you about is, how psychic are you? All of us are very, very psychic, okay? No matter what you say or how you say it. We're very intuitive. We're very clairvoyant. We can be. We can be clairaudient, but let me back up and say clairvoyant as in seeing symbols, clairaudient as in hearing words, clairsentience as in feelings. There's so much to all of this in being a medium, a psychic. There is a lot to it. We all have guides, and Blue Feather, of course, is my guide, and he has been with me for many, many years. Excuse me. And there was one time when I went to Camp Chesterfield, which is one of the best campgrounds that you could go to learn about being a medium, and we did a seance that night, and Blue Feather came through, and he told me that I had a very challenging life, and my answer to him was, well, who don't know that? And then he said to me, but you are a challenge. So I thought that was really pretty special, because I sat there and started thinking about some of the things that I've done in my life. And I thought that was pretty funny, because I'm sure that there's things that I did that made him get maybe a little bit upset with me, because I've always done what I wanted to do. So that's not very good, but that's how I am. So I could understand what he meant when he said to me that I was a challenge. I'm going to cough one more time. I'm sorry. Wow. It is not the virus. I can tell you that right now. I have anything and everything, but I do not have the virus. So let me talk to you about being a medium. A medium is one whose organism is sensitive in vibration from the spirit world, and through who instrumentally intelligence in that world are able to convey messages and produce the phenomena of spiritualism or spirit mediumship or channeling. So what we're saying here is that we, as mediums, spirit mediums, we are tuned in or turned on to the spirit world. Okay? So there's a lot of laws, or there's a few laws of mediumship. One of them is the law of vibration. All things in the universe are vibrating, and their rate of vibration determines their nature. Each medium has a vibratory wavelength, and upon the strength of that medium, the conditions brought by the sitters and the knowledge of the law of communication displayed by the manifesting spirit depends the entire success of the phenomena presented. Okay, meaning how you give messages, what you have to say, and the way that you present those words. Okay, then we have the law of attraction. The laws of like attracting like is a natural law, and its functions on both the spiritual and the material plane. If we have a high mental and moral standard, it is it not quite natural that spirits of a like nature will manifest harmoniously in our vibrating? Okay, so we have somebody here who said that they wanted a reading. You're in the show. Okay, reading, please. Call 813-814-1601. Monica, call that number, and I will give you a reading. Oh, CC has put up 361-2648. Okay, so please call 813-361. All right, whichever number that you can catch, please do that. Call me, and I'll give you a free reading. 813-814-1601 or 813-361-2648 for your free reading. I have my phone right here. I have it on quiet, but I just took it off the solid mode just in case. Okay. So far, no one has called, but those are the two numbers: 813-3621, 813-361-2648, and 813-814-1601. Either number. Okay. All right. So now, I'm just waiting to see if they call. It's coming on my screen that they're going to call, but they haven't done it. Okay. Upon a medium's own ideals depends the heights to which his or her messages shall ascend. Okay? Psychic abilities, once developed, are very powerful. When we begin to take our own energy seriously, we become accountable on university laws. Okay, so please know that. Okay, please take note. I'm going to be giving CC a reading. Okay, some of the laws that we must follow as in being a medium. Okay. The first law, the energy that you sent out always comes back to you. If you act in a violent way, you become violent. If you act in a peaceful way, you become peaceful. Giving and receiving are two sides of the same coin. Karma, the law of cause and effect, is linked to the concept of reincarnation. The balance of energy, this give and take, is evened out over man's lifetime. Over man's lifetime. Please remember that. You can't always see the results of your action in your present lifetime. Okay? The second law. The greater your awareness, the greater your responsibilities. You can either act out of a space of love and abundance, or you can act out of a space of fear and limitations. And that's something you just do not want to do. You cannot act from both spaces simultaneously. Psychic abilities must always be used in a loving and non-violent way. It is never acceptable to use psychic abilities to manipulate or assume power over others. That's one thing I won't do. That's one thing Blue Feather doesn't do or won't do. One thing that he does say is that you make your own decisions. He does not tell you what to do. No spirit guide will tell you what to do. No. Okay? You are the person that makes your own choice in life. They don't tell you. Okay? So, personal responsibility. Okay, so by that, personal responsibilities in a class, personal responsibilities in a home, and then personal responsibilities at work. So now, were you to give a seance, which I have done several times, excuse me, or if you were to do platform work, which I'm sure a lot of y'all don't understand what that is, but that is when you're at a church, okay, and you get up on the, as they call it, the platform or the stage to give messages. Okay, so for the seance and for the platform work and all work, let's say that, you need to be open and receptive. Okay? Spirit uses body. That's called New Age channels. Okay? Voices may sound like sitters or mediums. Okay? Spirit channels through the medium. Please know that. Do not grab, trumpet, or forms. Talk to your guides or your spirits. Okay? Spirit guides do not make your decisions. That's what's important here. Spirit will give you proof when they are ready and when you think you are ready. Okay? So seances and platform work is very, very important, but it is a matter of getting up and speaking and saying what you see, hear, or feel. Okay? And know that what you are talking about is, or giving messages to, know that what you say comes out. It's final. Okay? Okay. The moral responsibility of the individual who's given the readings, it is understood that they should, as a medium, say exactly what they hear and what they fear, and to have or feel and have no fear, of what comes through. Just know in their hearts what they are saying is worthy and true, coming from spirit. Okay? There are 4 psychic centers of awareness for you to know. One of them is clear sentience, and that has a lot to do with how you feel about things. Okay? It's closely entwined with our physical being. Its reception area is at the front of the body, extending from the top of the diaphragm to just below the navel, okay? This area is often called your solar plexus, and it is the site of many nerve junctions. So your solar plexus is where your gut feelings are. Your gut feelings are very, very important. You work on them all the time, every day. It's your instincts. Your instincts tell you what to do. It is just a matter of listening, okay? Then we have what we call the clear cognizance, which I love more than anything, and I'm quite capable of clear cognizance because it's a knowing. It's just knowing. All right, it is the most fleeting of the four senses. It is an inner awareness, unsupported by any particular internal sensation or external sensation. So please know that. You just know. The reception are for knowing is the crown and the top of the head. Okay, so up here, crown. Okay, to use knowing, you simply think upward and note your impressions knowing. Now, the one thing about clear cognizance, because I've had several incidents in my lifetime as a child, and I did not understand it even as a teenager, but or a grown woman. But when I moved here to Florida, I found out what my clear cognizance was, or my knowing. One thing was when I was very young and I had left my husband for the first time, I moved to a place called Queenstown. When I was a kid in Brentwood, Maryland, and I used to walk to Queenstown, to the shopping center. Oh, excuse me, let's see who this is. Oh, it says potential spam. I wonder if I should answer it. All right, let's see. Can I help you? Well, I'm on a podcast at present. You didn't call for a reading, is that correct? Okay, that was the police officer that I hung up on for wanting me to have to give them a donation. So I'm sorry about that. Back to clear cognizance. When I was a kid and I was walking to the Queenstown apartments, or walking to Queenstown, the Queenstown apartments were on the right side of me. When I walked through them, I used to never ever like those apartments, but I just knew I was going to live there one day. So when I left my husband the first time with my two children, where did I go? To the Queenstown apartments. I was surprised that came about. I remembered as a kid what I felt about those places. I wasn't happy there. But once I moved in and I realized that my problem was because there were so many different cultures there that I was afraid, perhaps. But the good thing was I met a lot of people. I met many cultures, and I learned to accept people for who they were. And that was what moving to the Queenstown apartments was about for me. So I grew quite a bit spiritually while I was there. And then the other time that I had a clear cognizance, a knowing, was when I was in Miami. And I was there with my husband at the time and my two boys. My boys were out in the water, and I walked out in the water, and I had what they call a deja vu. I knew I was coming back, and I was every bit of about 27, 28 years old, and for whatever reason, I knew I was coming back to Florida. I just didn't know where I was going to be or when that was coming back. I just knew I would be back. I never mentioned it to anybody, and 8, 9 years later, I moved to Tampa. So the deja vu was very real. Surprised me, but I did come back, and I've been here for 40 years. That's my favorite place, okay? Then we have what you call clear audience, which is hearing. And these centers are on each side of the head, just above the ears. Hearing manifests itself as inner sound, okay? Words, phrases, even paragraphs of inner dialogue may impress themselves on you if you listen or as you listen. So I hear Blue Feather when we're doing readings. I hear Blue Feather. He tells me what's going on, okay? When I'm doing the readings, he gives me words. And, you know, he says many different things for each individual. But one of the things that he has done, usually it's only 1 or 2 words, but it got to the point where one time when I was doing a reading, I heard out of the country. So that was 4 words at one time. So yes, Blue Feather said to me, out of the country. So what does that mean? You're either from out of the country or you are going to go out of the country. But for him to have given me 4 words like that at one time was pretty special, because usually I only get 1 or 2 words, okay? So that was very unique to me, okay? Then we have what you call clairvoyance, okay? And that is vision, seeing things. I see symbols. I see false teeth. That was another story. I see bridges. I see the Carolinas. I see a lot of things, but clairvoyantly, I see them on my left side. So it automatically shifts upwards. It moves from eye level to the level of your forehead, okay? The ability to see symbols, letters, or images. This is the location the ancient philosophers used to call the third eye, which is right here, okay? So open and close your eyes several times until you can be sure you sense that shift of attention. So clairvoyant is very important when you see symbols. You know, like when the other side is talking to me, and it's, let's say a mother comes through or a grandmother, and they're holding a blue balloon. That blue balloon represents to me a birthday, but it's a spirit birthday. So one of them that are talking to me is having a birthday, and it's within a 3-month range. So either just passed or coming up. So, and if that's the case, then what happens is they usually ask the family member to please burn them a candle for their birthday. And if it's a birthday on this side, not in the spirit world, then they show me a cake with candles. Okay, so just know, you know, it's there's a lot to all of this, but once you're comfortable with everything that you're doing, you know, it becomes, I don't want to say easy, because I don't think it's ever easy, but it's easy, okay? But that's because you have to trust, and trust is very important. So please know that, okay? All right, has anybody decided whether or not they would like to have a reading? If so, call 813-361-2648 or 813-814-1601. Okay, Cece, are you there?
I am.
Yeah. How about that? How about that?
Well,
Okay.
good.
Huh?
Well, so now I'm going to tell the world about my life.
Oh gosh, yeah, but it's gonna be
What is
such.
my future?
Yeah, there was a girl that was popping up.
I know, and she didn't call, so I hope that she'll reach out to you at some time. What's her
Okay.
name? Monique.
Then I won't worry about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
You
now.
might want to do it privately, not be on air, not be on air with her.
Yeah, sometimes people aren't comfortable with that.
Yeah.
But
I'm kind of an open book.
It's not all bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so the one thing I want to tell you, more than anything, is I have split paths. Okay. So those split paths mean many decisions to me. So what Spirit is saying here is you will be making many decisions. Many. Okay?
All right. Well, what am I making many decisions about?
Okay. You're going to be making many decisions about your personal life. You're going to be making many decisions where your work is concerned. And you are going to be making many decisions. Let me say it to you this way, where a relationship is concerned. See, that's your personal life, the relationship, but there's going to be many decisions to that.
So since I'm single and I'm not dating anybody, so does that mean there's going to be many suitors?
I would say to you too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I feel there will be two around you that you can connect to. Okay. All right. And then I will say this to you. Of course, one of the two will be the one that you choose. All they are saying here is go by your heart, not your head. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, because I think that's really what I've been focusing on, is really following my heart.
You need to follow your heart, not your head. Your head is too analytical. Right. You think too much. Do you understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Put the past to the past. Mm-hmm. Heal your heart and know that what comes to you will be good for you. Okay? That's one thing, okay? The business is going to expand, okay? And it's going to be good, but there's going to be a few bumpy roads, which you've already experienced. There's going to be some issues, okay? And I see you weeding or letting go of someone in the process. And that's in your business world. I see you picking up 2 more people, perhaps 3 people, but then I see you letting go of 1. Okay, does that make sense?
Okay. And then what about this move I'm making? Because I'm moving to a new location.
I feel that your move is very needed. Mm-hmm. And it's good where you're going. And I see you meeting many people. Mm-hmm. So please know that. Okay. It's not a bad decision at all, CC. It might be a 40-minute ride, but it's not a bad decision. It's a good decision. But I feel in time, you buying or being in your own place, not renting. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. So please know that. Yeah. You're going to be there for a while in Sun City. That's going to be, you're going to be there for a bit. Okay. Mm-hmm. I see a family gathering. Are you planning something sometime soon?
No, Harry's coming over.
Oh, God love you. That is family, but there's a family gathering.
Mhm.
Okay, so that means more than just your younger son.
Mhm.
Okay.
So does that mean travel in that, or does it mean here?
Here, they'll come here. Okay,
Mhm.
they come here.
Saying hello. Hi, Patricia.
Oh, I know her.
Mm-hmm. She's saying hello to you.
Well, that's nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna give you. Have you got a question?
Well, this split path, I was wondering on that. So I struggle with indecision sometimes. Not making the decision, but kind of following my instincts on what I'm doing. So I'm just wondering about this split path that you were saying.
Well, it's what it is the split paths are a symbol to me. Okay. And there's many split paths. What it's just meaning is you're going to be making many decisions.
Mm-hmm.
You make a lot of decisions now, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're going to be making more decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So once you move, once you settle in and get that part of your life straightened out, you're going to be making more changes and more decisions where your work world is concerned and where your personal life is concerned. And I see you putting some stuff, moving it away and not letting go of some stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you want to know what the stuff is?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to have more homed in on stuff, so I know. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just some. It's to do with things that you've been holding tight to, okay, in your personal world, and you're going to be letting it go.
Mm-hmm.
You have a hard time letting things go.
Yeah, I do. I
You
stayed
hold
in
on to
bad
them.
marriage for 18 years. So,
Well, and that's understandable. So I'll give you another word. I'll give you a good word. How about forgiveness?
well, I mean, you know what, I'm really okay with where I am, because I feel like I wouldn't be here today if I didn't experience all that I've experienced. So I'm okay with that. But I am a type of person that I don't let go easy. I'm loyal, I'm faithful, and when I make a friend with someone, I hang on tight to that. I value relationships, and maybe I value them more than most people. So it's hard for me to let go of someone when, I know that maybe they're not necessarily good for me, because I see the goodness in everyone. I don't always feel that goodness. That's the problem. I see that goodness and I know that goodness is there, but that goodness hasn't surfaced. And so sometimes I have to let go, because that will bring me down, bring me down to that level. And so I've started to understand that in my life. And yeah, so I totally get that.
That has a lot to do with forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say to you, if you would think of just the one person that has hurt you the most, without saying, if you were to put that person in a pink bubble, and we could say a pink bubble of love, and if you did this every morning and you say to them, I love and forgive you, and you do that every morning until you feel that you don't have to do that anymore, then you know you have forgiven them. And that is going to help you, not hurt you. Now, I had a friend, a female friend, that really did me in. And every morning I got up, I put that person in a pink bubble, which we call a pink bubble of love. And I forgave them. Every day I told them I loved them. I forgive you. You know how long it took me to get over it? 7 months. I did it every day for 7 months. And one morning I got up and I said, hey, I don't have to do this anymore. So I knew I forgave her. But it took me a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, it's tough. It's tough when people betray you.
And that was, and it was all done by email. Mm-hmm. I'll never forget it. Never. I even wrote a sermon on it. That's how bad it was. They would not talk to me on the phone. I called and asked. They would not. They did it all by email.
That's tough.
And that's not nice.
So is there anything you see about my future? Anything like really, like anything I'm going to be like, wow. Anything we don't want to say on air?
I'm keeping it at a low profile.
Well, I know I can't get pregnant, so we can rule that one out.
No, but if you were to get married, that would be a wow, right?
That would be a wow. So do you think I'm going to get married in the future?
Yes.
That is a wow.
Okay.
So, and how far down the road is that for me?
He doesn't always give me time frames, but I would say to you 2 years at the most.
2 years. Okay. Marriage in 2 years. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What they're saying also is to set your intentions to what you want to do and how you want to do them. Set your intentions and then follow through.
Okay.
They also say that you go in circles, and the word is resilience. Okay, so you're going in circles a lot of times. Okay, going in circles is not always the best thing. So if we look at the word resilience and you spell it, it's RESILIENCE. If you put your finger over the word RE, you get the word silence.
Oh, yeah.
They want you to take quiet time. They want you to meditate. That would help you more than anything if you were to just like I told you, I have to balance out my chakras every day so that I can get through my day. You could do the same thing with silent time, meditation. Quiet your brain.
Yeah, I have trouble with that. I have trouble with my brain. Well, I find that I'm creative. So I find that I'm constantly in that mode of creation and not, and so, comes a time when something's got to happen. So it can't just be all creating, It's either make it or break it, right? So it's kind of like that. But I got a lot of really great things, happening, and I'm very excited about my future. So I'm not, nothing negative at all. But so I'm excited. So you had said before we went on air that you saw that I was going to be doing more traveling for work. And before the virus, I had planned on 2 different trips for work. So then we had to put those on the back burner.
Yeah, but I feel that it's going to come forward. So yes. And what is Miami to you?
I don't know. Everybody keeps saying that. Of course, my son is in Fort Lauderdale there, but they say that's not what it is. There's something in Miami. Yeah.
No, and there is. So it's southern. It's the southern part of Florida, the southern area. So yes, which can be Miami. Also Key West, can be something about Key West.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They say that you have an extreme amount of wisdom.
Oh. And
Okay.
they are the very first person, the individuals or whatever, that has ever said that.
But look how much you have learned.
Yeah, and I'm loving it. I'm loving learning things and embracing things. And I try not to be fearful of anything, learning something new. And so when something it happens that's kind of a roadblock for me, I try to figure out how to go around it, or over it versus, there's, I'm very determined there's certain things in my business that I want to achieve. And so I'm very determined to make that happen. And they are going to happen.
And that's good. But you've come a long way.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
What is our cigarette? You've come a long way, baby.
Yeah, come on a long way, baby. But let me say this. I would not be here without the people that have helped me. So, and that's for sure.
And I can say the same thing. I really can. So,
which is why it's so important for me to connect, share with people, to connect with people, and be social and be active and step out of your comfort zone. Because if I had not done that myself, I don't know where my life would be today. So, being on the radio, having the radio station, having another business, doing all these things. I mean, I'm not as, financially as well as I'd like to be, which I think most people in business would probably say that anyhow. But mentally, I'm very satisfied with what I have learned and where I've taken it from nothing, to really creating a network. And so that I just, I'm looking forward to my future.
Well, you've come a long way. You really have. The other thing to say to you is the word release. Just let go of the past as best you can and move forward with the present. Okay? Because it's going to be good for you. There's no doubt in my mind. And the other thing, I see you teaching classes somewhere along the line. So I'm going to give you that. Mm-hmm. Okay. So some classes you're going to be teaching.
That'd be interesting.
Yes. So but that's going to be a good thing.
Do you have any idea what it would be about? Teaching?
No, not right now. He's just telling me to tell you you're going to be teaching, but I would go so far as to do with what you're doing now. So you might be bringing somebody on and teaching them and to take your place. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You're going to be teaching someone. You're going to be teaching someone quite a bit. And the other thing to tell you, you're going out of the country.
Oh.
Okay. That's not right now. And I could go so far as to say, I feel you when you do go out of the country, it has a lot to do with England for whatever reason. So is that a place that you're wanting to go, maybe?
I wouldn't mind going back there. I mean, I loved England when I was there, and I love the countryside, and the people are wonderful.
Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't hesitate going there, or to Scotland or Ireland. I love those places.
I was just going to say Ireland too. So yeah, so I do see you doing that. And I find it can be to a point, only just to a small point, to do with business, mainly pleasure. And you won't be going by yourself.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do have the Going Solo Travelers group. And so I hope that, in the future, I'd be able to do more travels with that, really getting people together and connecting and traveling. So,
okay. All right.
So I'm hoping so that kind of reconfirms that. So it's probably what that is. So, yeah. Well, it's exciting. Well, thank you. Thank you for this. Now I know I'm getting married. So shall I go out and look for a dress?
No, not yet.
So
Not
would I be
yet.
eloping? I honestly think that if I got married again, I would probably elope. I just.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that. You wouldn't want all the frills.
I'm going to find Elvis Presley and get married by him.
Oh, I know. You know, that would be interesting.
Yeah, because he's in Vegas, I think.
Well, he's definitely in Vegas. That's not the only place where he is.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, this is fun. You know, I really do hope that people will take you up on your readings and do these. I mean, because I think they really are good. And I know you get more in detail and you're holding back because we're on air and you don't want to get too awful personal. So, I mean, I totally understand that. But I want to
exercise.
Yes.
He says you need to start doing that. Okay.
Yeah. I actually joined a gym right before the virus set out, and I was doing pretty good, going regularly, and I was starting to get really hyped about it. And then the virus set out. But where I'm moving to, they have the gym there too. So.
Yes. So then make sure you go because you need to. It helps you. It'll help you mentally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. And it's funny because some of the things that you have mentioned, I have been thinking about. There's some elements within my business I've been thinking about letting go. There's you know, things like that. And I really do feel that I am ready for a relationship in my life, you know.
Yes.
But I do want the right one. So I'm gonna hold out for my heart. I'm gonna follow my heart.
It's always any man or person that comes into your life, it's always the right one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, Blue Feather had told me, and you probably don't remember this, last time we had talked, Blue Feather came out and told me the blue eyes, the one with the blue eyes.
Okay, I don't remember.
Yeah, he did, very clear. It's good. I fell off my chair practically when he said that because he said it very loud. He said, "Look, the one with the blue eyes."
Have you met anyone with blue eyes?
I have, and I'm no longer seeing him.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure there's more than one person with blue eyes.
Yes, that's true. That's very true.
Okay.
Well, this was a lot of fun, and we probably have to break it off though because it's getting time to leave the show. So I want to thank you so much for doing this, and I hope that other people will get readings from you because again, all they need to do is I'm going to show your website here. It's www.bluefeather.net. So you can connect with Janet right there. You can send her a message and she'll arrange for a private reading. If you want to give her a call at 813-814-1601 or this number here, which is 813-361-2648. She'll do a reading for you. Just call her privately and she'll do a reading. And tell her you heard her on this show, and she'll give you a discount. So. And
another thing that I'm doing real quick is I'm doing a Meet Your Spirit Guide Zoom on June 15th.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. And it's out on my webpage, bluefeather.net. But that's and it'll be 7:00 in the evening, June 15th. Meet Your Spirit Guides.
And that's going to be like on Zoom, right?
Yes.
Yes. So that's on Zoom. So it'll be virtual so everyone can attend without any worries.
Yes.
So yeah. And I tell you what, I have attended Janet's Meet Your Spirit Guide before and I loved it. It was fun and I learned a lot and I met my spirit guide. So it was pretty cool. So, yeah. So I would highly recommend it. So, well, listen, Janet, we're going to have to go, but thank you so much. You guys. Insight with Blue Feather show with your host, Reverend Janet M. Reynolds. She's a psychic, a medium, and her website is bluefeather.net. So contact her there. And you guys are listening to WGSN-DB Going Solo Network. And we want to thank you so much for joining us tonight and sharing my future. And how exciting is that?
I know. I love
it. I love it. Thank you, Janet, so much. I appreciate it. Okay, bye. See you next time.
Okay.
Okay, bye.